All right, here we go. We are now recording, and we are doing week number 4 for our Fear Buster course. So, hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hi.
How did y'all do on your homework this week?
I tried to do the best I could, but considering this is actually my first week, I got a little confused. I tried to go back and start over again, but I just needed to touch base with you guys to figure out what it is.
Well, that's good. I know it's been kind of a really crazy week. I meant to put some posts out there for you guys to post in, and they didn't get there. I have all the graphics for them on my computer, and I forgot to post them. But so I will try to do that so you guys can post out there some of the things. We don't have to talk about all of them on our meetings, on our Zooms. And some of our homework for week 4, it was following the Leaders Retreat from 2014, right? 2014. So it says order 2 bottles of Block because Block was introduced at Leaders Retreat. So they wanted, Helen wanted everybody to learn about the Block, educate yourself on it. A lot of us already know about Block, so I think we can kind of, if there was something that you wanted to share about that, did any of you do, a little extra education on the Block?
Well, I looked at a lot of it today because they posted that email came out. So
I didn't get a chance, but
I was looking at it today. But as I love the Block, I do know that people that I have, well, we're recording, but people that are using it, I do know that we have to increase our BioCleanse when we take the Block. So that's something that I've learned from using the Block on a regular basis.
I've learned that myself. Yeah.
Really? I have not noticed that.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. Well, if you use it, like I'm not using I stopped using the Boost and I'm not using the Accelerator, so I'm using the Block more. And
Why?
I don't know.
I'm not sure if it's the bean in there that kind of binds you up. I'm not sure what it is, but there is a binding. Something binds.
Mm-hmm.
It's a binder.
Interesting. Because you hear bean, you don't think bean.
I know.
You think the opposite, but no, it definitely does a little bit of binding. I also know that I'm not as hungry, when I use it. To me, it's so when they came out with the email today talking about how they're going to do like the weight management of it, I wonder if they might promote it too, that it's almost like an appetite suppressant. Because if I take it like you're supposed to and wait like 45 minutes or to an hour, I notice, I'll make lunch for the kids or supper for all the kids, and then I'll start making mine. And by the time I sit down to eat, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not as hungry as I thought I was.
It's the brown seaweed in it because it's expanding in your stomach the 30 minutes before you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely made a difference.
And I've noticed that if I take my Block too soon, if I eat too soon after I take my Block, I feel horrible after I eat because I'm eating too much.
Then you're bloated.
And then I get so bloated and I feel terrible. Yep. So taking it a good 30 minutes before you eat is highly recommended because it does make me feel really bloated and icky.
Right, I agree.
Then I eat too much because it hasn't had the chance to work yet and fill my belly to make me eat less.
Right.
So,
do you take 1 or 2?
I take 2.
You do.
But like I said, now I was taking 2 BioCleanse and I was good with that. And now I take, if I'm taking my Block, so I take my 2 BioCleanse in the morning, and I'll take 2 BioCleanse in the evening also if I take my Block. I mean, it's made that much of a difference in me. Very jealous you're drinking wine, by the way.
Lord knows you have enough BioCleanse in your house, Heather.
I do. I just got another order from Plexus today of a triplex combo, and they gave me an extra bottle of BioCleanse. So I now have, I think, 7 bottles of BioCleanse.
Well, you know what? If I ever run out, I'm running to your house because I cannot run out.
I have lots of magnesium in my house.
Oh, because I was this close to running out. And I thank God because he had to have been pushing my order through because I needed it. And I'm like, dear Lord, please get that Plexus order here. I cannot run out of this stuff. Because if I run out of the bio cleanse, I get backed up right away, and it is horrible. So I need to get an extra bottle on hand.
Well, you know where to run to if you happen to run out.
Yeah.
You know where our
I got you
backup is.
covered.
Ash and Heather's
I got
house.
all of you covered.
All right, very good. All right, number 2 was 3 things about yourself that you have to offer people. 3 unique qualities about you. Did you all come up with 3 things that is unique about yourself that you can offer to other people?
Jolene,
I always
go
give my
first.
advice whether they want to hear it or not.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we all did. What about you, Pat?
I didn't do that one because I'm terrible at writing nice things about me.
Well, now's your chance, girlfriend.
I didn't write it because I couldn't really think of anything unique. I didn't get
Oh,
a stuff.
Perspective on things, though. You have your own perspective. I mean, that's the one thing that I can offer people is my perspective. It's unique to me, and sometimes it might not be what somebody wants to hear, but maybe it's what they need to hear. And and so that's something unique that I can offer people. And I'm a very empathetic, compassionate person, and that's the one thing I offer to my patients. That sometimes I get a patient and I think, oh yeah, I was meant to get this person, because I know the other person I was working with would not have dealt with them the same way that I did. So
Very good.
That's good.
Yep. Anybody else want to share anything about themselves, about the unique qualities?
I'm weird.
No, you're not.
Oh, I am. I think that's why, Heather and I kind of clicked this because we're just kind of weird together. Right? She knew that I'd be good at this because she was drawn to my weirdness.
Right? Exactly. Exactly. It was, I think we're all unique in so many different ways, but like Jolene, like one of the reasons I was drawn to Jolene, and the reason I think I'm unique about myself is I just have a really positive outlook about, Christ, about my family, and about my friends, and about learning from my mistakes. I really don't care. I wear my mistakes on my sleeve, my attitude, my faults. Doesn't bother me. I don't have skeletons in my closet because I kind of dance with them, and I think that's one thing that's unique about me. And then just like Jolene, your relationship with how open you are about everything's, God, family, and friends, and your business, it's all blended into one. It's not, oh, well, I do this for God, and and that's something that we all have, actually. And I think that's why we all relate. And I think it's unique for us and how we deal with it, but it's also unique in, unfortunately, a lot of the world doesn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of the things about Plexus that I was actually pretty drawn to when I was looking at all the testimonials at other ambassadors out there. I noticed a big trend of people who had the same belief system that had, that Christ was the center of their lives too. So I was pretty drawn to that as well.
I like that too. That's just seemed that faith base that was in there.
Mhm.
Nobody's afraid to just say they have,
Yeah, you'll hear people testimonies. Thank God I was praying to God for something and sent me Plexus, and that's what I noticed a lot. And I was like, wow, this is pretty
Because
cool.
when you're at a job, you got to be careful not to mention God even,
Right?
Yeah. Yep. All right. Very good. How about one quality that's not your strength? And what are you doing to work on it? Something that's not your strength.
Self-confidence, and I am definitely working on it. I am scared beyond belief to be posting those videos I've been posting, but I'm doing it and I'm pushing through it.
You're doing a great job with those videos, by the way.
You don't know how many I've deleted.
I do know, because I do the same thing when I make a video.
I finally get to the point where I'm like, I'm posting it. I'm posting it. I don't care. Oh.
Yep.
I have put down like not a good listener to ask questions and then listen to the response.
That's good.
And not, because I'll jump the gun instead of waiting.
2 ears and 1 mouth.
Yeah.
Right. I need to quit helping people. I hate to say it, but I'm really at my end with just a lot of different strings being pulled in my life right now. And I'm feeling it, and my business is feeling it. And I'm got back on track to feeling a little bit better, because I realized I wasn't taking my products the right way, just because I was so tired, or I was skipping this, or I was missing that. So I got back on track there. And now I really need to know when to say, oh no, I'm sorry. I can't help you do that. I'm a helper and I love doing it. I was taught well by my family and my sister. And I really need to step back and say, I got too much on my plate. Not that I don't want to help, but I got too much on my plate right now. I need to take care of my things, and you're going to have to take care of your things. It's a good fault, but it's still a fault, right? I know, but it's hurting me.
You can take on
It's
too
definitely
much.
hurting me right now.
Yeah.
I'm struggling.
And then you suffer from that, so you gotta, be aware of that.
And where did I learn it? Oh, there she is. I see her sitting there looking at me. She's the one that taught me that, and she does it too. So I know what her
Is it
fault.
you, Jolene?
No, it's not Jolene. She does it too. Oh.
No. I can say no. I have said no, and I can say no. I have, there was a lady who I went to school with. She asked me if I would watch her daughter for 4 hours a day, and I really, truly thought about it for a good week. But I went and I said no, because I'm like, I've got my 2 little ones, and sometimes they're just enough. I get crazy, with just those 2 when Haley's off at school. And then Haley gets home and it's all packed. So, and I love my kids, but to add a 4th in there, I just, I said no with grace, and, and I said, I truly did give it some thought, and I am sorry, but I just cannot do it right now.
Yeah, I need to do that, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 kids plus mine tomorrow from 11
No,
o'clock.
you don't. Forrest is going to be there to watch the kids. He's going to be up there at 11 to watch Nevaeh and Caden.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Because I just got off the phone with them. That's why I was a little bit late. But yeah, it's just I'm thin. So that I'll take it. I'm not going to say no. Okay, next.
All right, next. The number 4 was again on Leaders Retreat. It's saying, what did you get out of Leaders Retreat? We're going to skip that because you obviously didn't go to Leaders Retreat. Posting on Facebook 1 time a day. We're all doing that. I know everybody's doing really well with that. You're not, Michelle?
I haven't posted on Facebook. It's been weeks.
Has it?
Yeah.
Because I thought I just saw a notification from you today, but this must have been something else.
Yeah, it was not any Facebook posts or anything like that. Nothing from Plexus.
Maybe you were tagged. That was one thing that I wanted to bring up a little bit too. Is I know Maureen tagged a bunch of us in one of her posts yesterday. Would you guys mind? And I hate to just tag people without actually making sure it's okay. Like if I post something, if I tag you on it, it's going to post on your wall. And sometimes, Michelle, that's a way of you not having to post. If we tag you in a post, it's going to show up on your wall, and your friends are going to be able to see it because we've posted it. We've tagged you in that post.
That
Mhm.
Facebook book I've been reading, they said you're supposed to do that.
And Michelle and I were doing that
Because you let everybody know you're working with a team.
right. And Michelle and I were doing that for a little while because there was times that, Michelle's at work. She doesn't have internet access. So I was tagging her in some posts, or we were using the same hashtag
Yep.
for a lot of stuff. And then in vice versa, she was, when she had free time on the weekends and I wasn't, she was doing the same thing. And that was nice. It was really nice to do that.
So I think as a team, I think we need to do that with each other. Not necessarily tagging all of us on every post, but maybe taking one person or two people and tagging them in a post when we post it. That way then it shows up on your wall without you having to post again, and then your friends get to see that.
Right. So since we're on that, I think that's a great idea. But also I have a question. So we're going to talk about that thing that Maureen posted, in Diamonds in the Rough, and she tagged all of us.
Yeah.
Are you guys taking any
Not
of
me.
those things?
I didn't.
Are you guys taking any of those things and like posting them also to your timeline?
Posting what?
Okay, well, like every once in a while, so Cassie will post in Plexus Sip and See.
Yeah.
Okay, are you guys like sharing any of that to your timeline?
No.
Okay.
I have.
Why? And there's I've heard some people say no, and I've heard some people say yes, and I've heard some people say you shouldn't. And I guess I don't know where it stands and what the reasoning is.
You mean to share it onto your page?
Yeah. So if she posts a testimony of someone into the Plexus
Right.
Sip and See, are we not supposed to share it to our timeline?
You can. You can if you want to.
Okay.
And Jolene, you said you've been doing that, sharing those?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's okay. You can do that. You can share them. Did someone say they shouldn't be, Heather?
I thought someone did a while ago. And I'm talking meetings and meetings ago. And so I quit doing it. And I think it was right around the time, Michelle, that we were all talking about
I know what you mean.
inviting people. And they're like, well, I just invite everyone. I'm like, I'm grabbing a few people and inviting them to the meeting. So I think that's when they said, well, yeah, that's how you do it. So don't share it to your timeline. Just invite everyone to the event. But I still don't like doing that. I don't like inviting everyone to the event.
Why? Because if you invite everybody to the event, does that show up on everybody's timeline when she posts something in the event?
Yes.
They get a notification at least. I don't know if it shows up on their page, but
Yeah, they'll get a
they
notification.
get a notification.
That she posts, just like we got a notification that Mary posted in here.
Mm-hmm.
I must not have been tagged in that post of Marines. I have no idea what it is.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what you're about.
I don't
Well,
know who she all tagged, and I know there was a bunch that she tagged, but I didn't look to see who she all tagged. But
Well, it was just posted in Diamonds in the Rough, I think, wasn't it?
no, that was, I think, on her wall, wasn't it?
Oh,
No, I think it was Diamonds in the Rough.
Oh, okay. But Heather, I think what you're talking about is clicking the share button rather than copying and pasting. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, either or. I guess it really doesn't matter to me. I'm just saying, when people post in our group messages
Yep.
about something, I know there's things that we ask questions, but when people share a post, like Maureen's post was really great, are we not supposed to share stuff like that to our personal wall or to our timeline?
No,
yeah,
you
I think I'm always careful when it's posted, like in Diamonds in the Rough or the Lexus Seekers, because aren't there more private groups?
Yeah, well, they are, but there's a lot of that stuff you probably don't want to share because it's meant for the team.
Right. Well, yeah, and there's some stuff like when we ask questions.
Right.
But for instance, a testimony. Every once in a while, someone posts a testimony in one of our stuff, and I guess I'm just curious in your guys' input. It's no big deal.
Right. No, and I know you're just asking. So, and again, I don't see why you couldn't share it and why I mean, I think it's okay to share it. I would suggest copying and pasting and saving the picture. That's how I generally, if I'm going to share it, I very rarely hit the share button unless I'm in a really big hurry and I just hit share.
See, and so, but that's the same thing about, like, I was copying and pasting, but that comes right back down to like almost tagging someone. So, Jolene posted something. I'm like, that's really good. And I was going to copy and paste it. I'm like, I'm just going to share it because then it's going to show again on her timeline.
Oh,
Heather shared your post.
right. But doesn't just Jolene see that? I don't think her friends see it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think just Jolene sees that you've shared her post. And I don't think anybody else sees that.
Oh, okay.
Unless I'm tagged in it.
Right, unless she's tagged in it.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yep. All right.
Okay, good. How about reading 2 hours? Are you guys having a chance to read 2 hours?
I didn't read 2 hours. I just
Read
read
2 hours of a book.
No.
I highly recommend that Dale Carnegie book,
Oh,
How to Influence Friends and People. I don't remember what it's called now.
Yeah.
But
So are you still reading that one, Heather? Or are you done with it?
how to win friends and influence people.
influence people, yeah.
That's
But the older version, not the newer one for the digital age. I think the older version that was written in 1930 something.
36.
Yeah, and that's why it's probably free audio on YouTube, because it's at that time where it's in the free domain, that original.
That is a really good book, though. I'm listening. I listened to that one as well.
I don't know what book you guys are talking about.
Oh, it's a good one. You gotta listen to it.
Dale,
How to win friends and influence people.
it's by Dale Carnegie. Really
Yeah,
good.
I don't know that one. Like Carnegie of Carnegie Hall, Carnegie.
I don't know. Is he?
No. No, isn't Carnegie from Carnegie Hall? Wasn't he in the steel business or something?
I can't remember which one he was. I think so.
So
Okay. No, I'm not reading.
Okay.
Tip it down a little bit. There you go.
Jolene, maybe you can
Okay.
just put the name of the book and the author just in our group here again.
Yeah, just put it back. And I think did someone post that one in our group already?
Maureen did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Maureen, I think, did in our group. Yeah.
Yeah, she posted a little tidbit video of somebody who just took information off of it.
Oh,
But when
yeah.
I clicked on it and I listened to it, then after I was done listening to it, it took me to the actual audio book. And I honestly couldn't stop listening to it. I loved it so much. I got a lot of information from that.
Yeah, that's
yeah, it's free on YouTube, the whole book. So
Okay.
just
Well, I'm on YouTube all the time, so.
It's a great one. Okay, good. How about edifying 2 people? Did you edify 2 people that you've never edified before?
Like edify what? Say, I'm not.
Just to message somebody and say, you've done a great job. I love what you did, on the whatever. I mean, just to reach out and praise them to, somebody that you've never done before.
I did one.
No, I didn't do
Yes,
that.
I did do that.
Good for you.
Yep.
And how'd it go?
Well, she appreciated the post I had put out. It was the gal who put together the Rochelle, that spring fling.
Oh, good.
I just told her she did a great job, and I thought it was successful because I actually had somebody order. I have someone that's probably going to order after this week because they want to talk to the doctor first. And then I talked to another person who won the M&Ms and the block. So I actually, after the spring fling, technically touched base with 3 people out of it. So
well, good.
good. I was thinking one customer would result in a good day. So
And it was a really small event, so that's really, really good. I mean, there was
yeah,
20 people that came through that day.
Yeah.
Very many. So yeah,
That was it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a really small event. So
It was the first time they ever did this.
yep. And to get what you got out of that is really incredible, Pat. You did really, really well.
And the
Yeah,
one person just ordered. All of a sudden I had an email that they ordered.
Good for you.
And it was
Yeah.
like, whoa, cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Maybe Mary could talk to him. Well, no, which is possible.
Good, Ben. But how about no's? Did you guys get any? I know if you're asking and reaching out to people, I know you've probably gotten a few no's. How many no's have you guys gotten this week?
I've gotten ignores. Does that count as no's?
No.
Not really.
I had 2 no's
I don't-
today.
They don't talk back.
I know. I get that
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
they didn't say no.
Yeah,
So they haven't said yet. They haven't said
There's
yes yet.
still possibilities.
Yep.
no possibility yet.
The seed has been planted. They're still thinking about it. It's germinating.
Unfortunately, I got 2 no's today, and one of them was because of our telephone issues.
Oh,
They
no.
did not want to, or they don't have computer capability, and they called to place an order,
Oh boy.
and they were on hold so long, and they got disconnected. So they called again, and then it got all messed up, and they had so much trouble that they called me to tell me that they were no longer ordering.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I tried to straighten it out, and I tried calling customer service, and it was a disaster.
Oh no.
So it was just not cool. She was very sad. So I'm going to give her a couple days and then reach out to her and just see if she just wants to buy from me direct.
Right.
BioCleanse.
What?
Stellar BioCleanse.
There you go. And give her free samples of that. So that was one of my no's today.
Oh.
So yeah, that was unfortunate because she's been waiting to start the products. I had sent her samples a while ago, and she was waiting for her tax return. And
Could you get her information and you could sign her up as a customer?
she won't use computers.
I mean, you could do it yourself. I mean, I've done that for a lot of people. They send me their information. I go on and I create a user ID and a password for them, and I make a customer for them.
But then how would she pay?
Well, she has to give you your credit card number.
Oh yeah, I don't know where that. She picked up. I told you guys about her a while ago. She picked up a flyer of mine like a year ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I sent her samples, and she texts me every once in a while, and she finally decided to start using the products, and
Oh,
she was
wow.
so excited and like called me yesterday and texted me, and then she started early this morning. And I also had a customer decide to stop being preferred. So I was on hold with customer service, got done doing that, and then called customer service again and was on hold for 52 minutes to do this. And it didn't work out well. So I don't know.
I suggested when I called into customer service, and you guys need to do the same thing. You know, they'll always take suggestions. And I suggested that we have a separate phone number that is only for customers. And if ambassador calls it, you know, it shows up as an ambassador when you give your ID number. They need to just say, sorry, you called the wrong number, and hang up. And, you know, a number that's dedicated just for customers so that they get through, because they have a 5-minute problem. I'm on the phone with customer service, and I got 4 or 5 things I have to go over with them.
Right.
You know, and I just think everybody needs to make that suggestion, and then maybe they'll say, oh, okay, this is something we need to do.
That's a good point.
You know,
That is a very
because
good point.
I've had customers too that called and they're like, yeah, I just couldn't stay on hold anymore.
Right.
Or at least that should be one of the very first options when you call in. If you're a customer, please press 1 and take
Right.
a different line.
You're order retail, you know, and that's it.
Right. Right. If you're a
So there's-
customer, you know, you go off to a different line.
Yep.
So-
I agree. That would be awesome.
Yep.
And
I know it would have saved me several customers. I've lost several because of phone issues.
Well, and like I just got Emily, my cousin's wife on Plexus, and she didn't get her promo code in because she ordered the last day on the 15th, and she thought it was over, and it wasn't, and she could have gotten it. And so I'm like, well, I'll call customer service tomorrow. I'm like, I don't want you to do it. I'm going to do it for you.
Right? Please let me help.
Right? And I did it for her, and I sat on the phone for an hour and a half. So I'm like, I did not want her to go through that. I'm like, I can patiently wait. I mean, maybe not my kids, you know, but at least I can just put it on speaker and let it just do while I'm doing my thing.
Right.
As long as they don't come on while you're yelling at your children.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and the lady, when I talked to her, we were all love friendly and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, my kids. And she's like, oh yeah, I got 2 kids too. So she was one of those really sweet, you know, talkative customer service people.
That's good.
Sometimes you get some people that just don't want to talk to you. I don't care.
Okay, so number 9, we only have 2 more things left here, but number 9 was leave some Plexus info at a business.
Yep.
And did you guys get a chance to do that this week?
Oh, I do that all the time.
Yep.
I didn't.
No. And Pat didn't either. No. Okay. I like to at least leave my business cards. If nothing else, if I'm at a restaurant, a lot of times I'll leave my business cards with my tip money. You know, I like to just leave my business cards wherever I can. You know, post them on the bulletin boards. Not that they really go anywhere, I don't think, but
I do that. Oh, other people take them. You know, people
Yeah.
from other companies.
right.
So I've been noticing now, since I've been pretty consistent, and now that I've been posting videos, I've been getting more feedback. And I've been having people, like I posted my video today, and I actually had someone contact me, hey, can you send me some information on that Plexus stuff, or could you give me a call? And I said, I can do both for you, you know. And she had to go to bed at 8 o'clock, so I'm like, she's like, well, what about Saturday? And I'm like, all right, sounds good. We'll talk then. But one of a girl that I went to school with, class under me, but she's a friend of mine on Facebook, and I was talking with her. She had actually was talking to me on my Plexus page that I have, and then I just started messaging her just to message her because I hadn't heard from her in a few days because she was asking me about the products on my page, and then there was nothing, and I'm like, So then I'm like, I asked her, I'm like, just out of curiosity, if you know you are interested in this stuff, I'm like, is there anything I can help you with? And she goes, I'm going to pass, thanks though. And I'm like, okay, just out of curiosity, why? I'm like, I believe that this could be what you've been looking for. Plexus is amazing. And she said, I found something different to try. So I said, okay. I said, well, when you are ready, give Plexus a shot. Message me and we'll get together. Plus, you get a 60-day money-back guarantee, even if the package is empty. I said, Plexus is life-changing. Thank you for getting back to me. I appreciate your response, and God bless and have a wonderful day. Well, a few days later, I get, what does the pink drink taste like? And then I get, is it smooth? And I said, it is smooth. It's just like some people say like a cherry Kool-Aid. And then she asked me a bunch of questions about it. Here she had tried something from another company. Are we allowed to say? Or no?
You can.
She tried it from It Works, and she didn't like the gritty taste that it has. She doesn't like the gritty feel of the drink. So she just didn't like that in general. So I'm talking to her now, and she's very interested in the products. And then she asked me about the ProBio 5 too on top of it. She's like, do you think that could benefit me? And I'm like, oh yeah. So I mailed her out a sample, and just waiting for her to get that and see what happens.
Nice.
Good for you.
Good job.
Yep. And the thing is, I didn't get discouraged. I didn't, I'm just like, okay, well, when you want to give Plexus a shot, just, message me back and we'll take it from there. So, and I learned that from listening to that, How to Win Friends and Influence People, is you have to make them a priority. And it's not about you, it's about them. It's not about you making your sales. It's about them and what they're dealing with.
Listening to them.
Listening.
Yep.
It's more this, less this.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Good job, Joe.
Yep. Very good.
And I had a lady I had breakfast with on Monday, and I did the same thing. She talked my ear off. I said minimal because I wanted her, she's like, wow, it's been 2 hours? Like, I didn't realize it was that long. And I'm like, yep.
I had that one on, that was yesterday. I talked to the first one from the Russell thing. Yeah, she was, it's like, God, I got to get out of here though.
Yep. All right. Very good. Okay. And our last one, number 10, it says explain Plexus comp plan to 3 people. Did you go over your comp plan and learn it really well and then explain it to 3 people this week?
No.
Half.
No. I sometimes I still get confused on the comp plan
I was
stuff.
gonna say, it still confuses me.
It would be nice to have like a meeting one time where that's all we talk about. That's
That's a
only
good idea.
because Jolene and I started talking about it and Michelle was going, no, this. And then I got so confused. And then I got back on the same track and then I got bombarded with some home issues. And then I looked back at our text messages. I'm like, what was I talking about?
No, that's a really good idea. I think we should have a meeting of just the comp plan. And then, I think that we should be so comfortable with it that we can share it easily, and explain to people, why we love this company for the business part of it, not just the products,
My hook for trying to get people to do this is kind of like the lady that I talked to on Monday, I had said to her, I'm like, well, you try the products and you like them and stuff like that. I'm like, if you sign up as an ambassador and then you have your husband as a preferred customer and you order over 101 PV, you'll get 15% back after the 101 PV. And that's the way that I kind of, and they like that because they're like, well, I get kind of a kickback. So, and then I'm like, and then if other people want to try it and like it and order under you, you also get a kickback from them. So they like the sound of that.
Right. That's good.
Oh, and also the bonuses, like I said,
Yes.
if you ordered like the triplex combo, you get an extra $20 for being a preferred customer of yours. So that's a good one too.
Yep. Yep, that's a really good, point
So
to.
some of those little points that we can get in our heads and we can talk to people, those are really nice things to have.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, and I did learn that one from Heather because I liked the sound of that when I signed up Michael to be my preferred customer. So
Yeah.
right. And I learned that from Michelle and Mary.
And I can't believe I ordered under my own name for how many months before I was like, oh,
I know. I did the same thing. It took me a while. I was like, oh, wait a minute. Why am I not doing this different?
yeah.
No, I know.
thank you for learning for us.
Right. That's super cool.
All right. Well, I think that kind of wraps up for week 4. I will post week 5 when we get done here, and I'll post this video once it downloads and does its converting that it has to convert to. It usually takes me a while to get it on here, but I will get it on. Any other thoughts or comments?
I enjoyed last week's meeting when I watched it. There were times where you girls are talking and I'm like, ooh, I wanted to jump in and say something. I'm like, wait a second, I'm not on.
That's funny.
Jolene, I want to watch your videos. I haven't even seen any of your videos come across Facebook.
Are we friends?
I'm not sure, but you must be. I Googled your name and I can see your videos, so I'll have to go in and watch them. But good for you for posting them. That's something I've never even thought about doing.
I didn't even see a video today, and I was seriously just on
It's made public though, Michelle. I don't know if we're friends or not on Facebook. It's made public. So you'd be able to see it even if you scrolled on my page. Because I do have things that are public and I keep things that are private between my friends.
Right.
Because I don't like posting my kids all over the place.
No, that's how you should do it.
Yeah.
Although
So-
Riker is in videos with me sometimes, but it's not because I need to have him. It's because he wants me.
Yeah.
Is
Right.
this one it? Bam, this ain't no magic skinny pill?
Yep, that's
I
it.
don't know how I missed it. I totally missed it today.
Yeah, and
So well, good for you. I've never even thought about doing it. I can't imagine anybody really wants to see me on Facebook in a video.
You'll be surprised.
Yep.
And the thing is that nobody wants to sit there and read a really long post all the time. I mean, there have been times where I've gone on social media and I see something that's interesting, but I'm like, holy man, I don't have time to read all that. So I would
Well,
rather
yeah, you-
watch a quick video.
Well, that's true. And you got 88 views
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then
on whatever you posted today.
Yeah.
And that's the video that the lady shortly after it posted, I got a ping message, hey, can I know some more about this Plexus stuff?
That's
Good
cool.
for you. Maybe I'll have to think about doing that.
Yep.
Don't think
100 for a few weeks, write down the pros and cons, weigh the issues.
don't think, just do. Don't think about it, just do.
There's my problem.
Mine too.
I must analyze.
I think that's one of your qualities that's not a strength. You need to work on that one.
Right.
It is a weakness.
Yeah.
It's also saved my butt. So
Yeah.
You know what, I have 2 other videos on there, and what I did was I took information off of a post off of Facebook that I found very intriguing and very informative and to the point, and I just read it. And instead of posting, just copying and pasting it on my Facebook page, I
That's
just
a really
read it.
good idea.
Yes.
yeah, that's a good idea.
That's a really good idea. Yep.
What did you do? Because I'm looking at something on your page. You just read a post?
Well, there are 2 other videos that I have up there, and what I did was I just copied and I actually printed it out on my printer. I copied the information off of a post that somebody else had that I found informative, and I printed it off, and then I read it while I was videoing myself. So that way, it was all the nice information right there that you could read yourself, but instead you could just listen to me say it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's true, people won't read a long post.
Mm-mm.
Right.
No, they don't. I don't. I
I-
click on things. I think, oh, this is interesting, and I get about 5 sentences into it, and it's like, okay, later.
Yep,
Right.
and that is why I did what I did, because I feel the same way, because I have caught myself doing that myself. I will start reading something and I'll go, yeah, I lost interest.
Yep. I do too.
Video.
Yep.
People will watch because, especially if you're like, bah, you know, they're like, you're funny, you know, or
Right.
that's very interesting, or heartfelt, or you know, you that's how you just entertainment is what it is. So.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna stop the recording. And if you guys want to hang on, you can. We can talk some more, but I'm gonna stop the recording. So, good night, everybody. Here it goes. Recording's gone.
Bye.